So what if I told you that you could start real conversations with qualified potential clients in the next 48 hours without spending a single penny on ads? Well, today, we at Virtual Next Gen Solutions are going to pull back the curtain on a powerful, psychologically proven strategy that does exactly that. It turns simple social media comments into actual business. Let's break it down.
Here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll talk about a super common frustration. We call it the content trap. Then we'll walk you step by step through the framework we use to fix it. And trust me, by the end of this, you're going to have a clear, actionable plan. Let's get into it.
All right, let's dive right into a problem that so many business owners are facing right now. You've been told you have to post every single day, you got to make reels, build your brand, and you're doing it. But let's be honest, the clients just aren't showing up.
And this is where so many of our clients are when they first come to us. They're stuck in this cycle. They're posting content every day. They're getting some likes, maybe a few new followers, but there's no real impact on the bottom line. You know, in this super crowded, noisy world where everyone is just shouting, "Look at me," that old approach just doesn't cut through the noise anymore.
And this, right here, is the crucial point. The solution isn't to create more posts or to shout even louder. It's about completely changing your approach. The truth is, actual conversations are still massively undervalued on social media, and that, my friends, is where the real opportunity is. So let's get to the good stuff, the core of this whole strategy. How can just a simple shift in your thinking completely transform your results? It all starts by tearing up the typical social media playbook and building a new model that's actually focused on getting clients.
This comparison just breaks it down perfectly. The old way is like standing on a stage and shouting into a crowd, just hoping somebody, anybody, listens. The new way? It's like walking right up to one person, seeing they have a problem, and just offering to help. See the difference? That's content versus a real conversation.
Okay, so how does this actually work in the real world? Well, it all comes down to a super simple, actionable framework that can start generating leads for you almost overnight. And the best part, it costs you nothing to implement, and it's designed to get responses from people who are genuinely interested.
So the framework has 3 really simple pillars. Step 1, you've got to get specific. Don't try to solve everyone's problems at once. Just focus on one small, painful thing. Step 2, create a quick win asset, something simple like a checklist or a guide. And step 3, use a comment trigger, which makes it incredibly easy for people to get their hands on it.
Let's use a real-world example. Imagine a realtor who knows home sellers are really worried about timing the market. Instead of just another generic post, they could create a simple checklist that hits that one specific fear. Then the call to action is simple. Just comment the word "sell" below and I'll send it right over to you. Bam! You've just identified every interested lead.
Now, I know what you might be thinking. This sounds like a ton of manual work, sitting there DMing every single person. But this is where the power of simple automation comes in to make this whole thing truly scalable.
You can set this all up using really simple tools like ManyChat. The system basically just watches your post for that one specific keyword. The second it sees the comment, it automatically sends a personalized DM, delivering your helpful resource instantly, right when their interest is at its absolute peak. This ensures that no lead ever gets missed. Every single person who raises their hand gets an immediate, valuable response. You're not busy copy-pasting or replying hours later when they've already forgotten about it. You're delivering value instantly and opening the door for a real chat.
Okay, so why does this work so unbelievably well? Well, it all comes down to this really powerful psychological principle called the yes ladder. See, most marketing tries to go from hello to buy now in one giant leap. This approach is completely different. It earns trust through a series of small, easy steps.
That first yes is just the comment itself. When someone types that keyword, they're making a tiny public commitment. They're literally raising their hand in public and saying, yes, this problem is relevant to me. And we as humans have this natural desire to stay consistent with our actions. All right, the second yes happens over in their DMs. They open your message and they click to get the asset. Right at that moment, they've gone from being a passive scroller to an actively engaged lead who is intentionally taking another step towards you.
And the third yes is when they actually consume your asset. They're investing a little bit of their time with you. And by the time they finish reading it, their whole mindset has shifted from "I'm just scrolling" to "I'm actively trusting this business to help solve my problem." And that is the exact mental state people are in right before they decide to buy. So once they have your asset and they've already said yes 3 times, you are perfectly positioned to turn this warm, engaged lead into a client without ever feeling pushy or salesy.
And look, the proof is in the results. This framework has reportedly driven over $34 million in revenue for the businesses that use it. This isn't just some theory, it's a proven engine for growth because it focuses on building real trust before ever asking for a sale.
Now, the final step isn't some hard pitch. It's just a simple human follow-up question. You ask something that keeps the conversation going, and it also tells you exactly where they are on their journey. From that point on, recommending your service feels completely natural because you're not selling, you're just helping.
This entire approach just aligns perfectly with where social media is heading today. The algorithms actually love this kind of engagement. Plus, in a world full of AI and automation, people are craving real human connection. And a simple conversation just feels way safer and more authentic than some complicated sales funnel. So here's the crucial point I want you to take away. It's time to re-evaluate your goal. Stop posting just to stay visible. Start posting with the specific intention of sparking genuine, valuable conversations. Because at the end of the day, that is what turns into clients.
So look, if you're interested in implementing this kind of conversation engine, but you really want to skip all the trial and error, there are services that can build it for you. Our team here at Virtual NextGen Solutions, for example, specializes in this stuff. We map out and build these exact systems for our clients. You can find out more on our website at www.virtualnextgen.com or just send us an email at info@virtualnextgen.com.